I'm back, baby. Today was a pretty good overall win. I'm not gonna lie. It was all three phases. We had good returns. There was nothing wrong with special teams. The only thing that I'm still concerned with is we haven't scored in the first quarter, man. That has to be concerning. It really does. And I think the only thing that I like that's missing, like from our offense, is I mean it's weird to say this, but it's the play calling. It's the offensive play calling, dude. It really is, dude. There's plays that we run the ball, we have a good run, and then we'll run a screen after that, which to me doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like you don't need to do that. You could literally like run a draw play, get 2 or 3 yards, run a pass play from the shotgun, but like short routes, and then literally do another draw to set yourself up to like 14 inches or third and short or something like that. Literally like to continue drives. Of course, without false starts, defensive holdings. That's something we still need to clean up, bro. Like for real, we had a defensive holding, we had block in the back, false starts, encroachment. We had all those penalties today, and you didn't really see it all because of the 7 sacks, because of the scoring. You know what I mean? The score in general. And like I said, like I'm not really that much upset, but it's something that we need to address. Moving forward, Eagles are 4-2. But if we want to get better, dude, if we want to be better, dude, if we can clean all that stuff up, and get on the board, dude, in the first quarter, I mean, Jesus, like up to from the start of the season up to this point, we have not scored in the first quarter, which is like crazy. I think it's never happened before in the Eagles franchise history. Under this is the first coordinator to do it, which is pretty freaking crazy, man. But despite all that, dude, 28-3, at freaking Giants is home. I mean, that's impressive, man. And some of the stuff I didn't like too is the fact they were utilizing the way they were using Devontae Smith in screen passes and stuff, dude. Like, literally, he's the guy that you need to be running slants, cuts, on those short passes to get you, like, closer to the first downs. That's who you need to be using. Or Saquon. You can even throw Kenneth Gainwell in there for some of those, like, short passes plays. But what I'm seeing is a lot of, like, out routes, you know what I mean? 15-yard, 10-yard routes that we're just trying to gain, and then you have Saquon like clean up all this mess and gain a whole lot of yardage, I mean, off of 1 or 2 or 3 plays, and really he's making us look better than what we can be. To be honest, like I think we can be a whole lot better, dude, if the play calling was a little bit better. Honestly, like, I think we can be scoring 30. We'd be averaging 35 points a game if the play calling was a little bit better. If those penalties as well, though, are cleaned up, I think we'd be scoring in the 30s, every game. Because if you look at it, dude, like, we won last week literally mostly off of defense. Yeah, we got some big plays in there. Devontae Smith with a 45-yard touchdown last week. This week, I mean, he had like, I think 12 yards in only like 3 targets. And they threw a screen pass to him. They ran him on like one cut route. They weren't, I mean, I know it depends on a lot of the defense and what they're showing. But dude, we need to play our game, not their game, when we come into games. And that's just being straight up, you know. Yes, obviously we defenses, I understand that, you know, and see what they throw at you a lot. But, you know, also pinpoint 3 and outs. We haven't scored in the first quarter. We're not finishing drives out in the first quarter. You know, we're scoring off of like home runs. If you really think about it, home run plays, dude. You know, the 4th and 3, 50-yard or whatever it was, touchdown from A.J. Brown. The Saquon, you know, 55-yard run. Those, I mean, literally, it's the all-star players getting these home run plays for us, and they're like catching home for us. You know, like the 45-yard touchdown pass from Devontae Smith. You know, the long touchdown pass to A.J. Brown last week. I mean, they were home run plays. They were literally home run plays. Like, they're big gambles, and we're cashing in. And what we need to be doing is finishing drives. Yes, we finished those drives with the tush pushes. But really, dude, Saquon pushed us all the way in there in those drives, too. You know, I mean, yes, Hurts is finding people. But I feel like a lot of the play calling was, he's got to work with what the call is. You know, so I think we need to get better at that, better at the penalties. And I think we become a better ball club, dude. We really do. If we can start at least getting a couple of, I mean, I don't even care what we do in the first quarter. If we get on the board in the first quarter, I mean, I think we can go a long way in scoring a lot more points, being more efficient, helping our defense out. You know, Nakobe Dean did better today. I was impressed. You know, he did start off with a couple missed tackles, but then he got a sack. He was tackling people, dude. He was killing drives, and that's what we need at Nakobe. I mean, we really do. Number 17 needs to do better from start to finish. He really did. I mean, overall, defense did great, man. The 3 points, 7 sacks. Goddamn, they came to play, man. But that's all I have for this week. We traveled to Cincinnati, dude. Joe Burrow's on the other side, man. We can't afford any mental mistakes next week in Cincinnati. Now, we played good on the road against the Giants, but Cincinnati also beat them. And they're at home. They got weapons. They got a quarterback. You know, we got to play a good game against them, dude. Remember to follow your boys, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next week, guys.